change your political identity based on who you're talking to?
No, I think that, like most people that I know, I have a range of views, but they are rooted in my values and my experience. And I don't take a backseat to anyone when it comes to progressive experience and progressive commitment.
Just for the record, are you a progressive or are you a moderate?
I'm a progressive, but I'm a progressive who likes to get things done.
All right, there she is, a progressive who likes to get things done. Bill Kristol is not. He's founder and editor of the Weekly Standard and ABC News contributor. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Steve. How are you?
So good, good. How do you think the self-proclaimed progressive did last night?
Well, I've got to admit the truth, which is I didn't watch it. I was watching the Mets fail to close down the Dodgers, which I'm a little worried about now, going back to Chavez Ravine with Greinke against DeGrom. But as you and I were talking before off air, DeGrom is about as good a shot as we're going to have.
You know, I was at the DeGrom-Greinke matchup at Shea State at Citi Field in July, the end of July, when they broke. DeGrom went 8 innings, no runs, but he didn't get the decision, and they broke up the scoreless inning streak of Greinke. So maybe that's an omen.
Well, you better fly out there and be there. If you're like a good luck charm there, or at least watch on TV.
Oh, I'll be watching on TV. That's
tweet a lot during the game. Let people know you're there.
I will.
I think the conventional wisdom is Hillary did fine, and I guess that's true. Though I would say my experience in these debates over the years is whatever the media think, and I include myself in this, whatever people like me think, it's not often it doesn't coincide with voters' reactions who have looking at different things and aren't really judging it like a dance recital where you get points. They're taking impressions more of the candidates away. I wouldn't be that surprised if Democratic primary voters end up deciding they prefer Sanders from that debate. That he was. I skimmed the transcript afterwards, and he hammered away on the economic stuff they care about. Hillary was, I think, somewhat defensive actually. And, I thought Sanders' comment about the emails was clever. It sort of reminds everyone of Hillary's Achilles heel while letting him look kind of magnanimous. And I'm not going to, I'm going to defend you on this, Hillary. But, of course, you hear that quote over and over. You hear, if you're a Democrat, you think, well, Bernie Sanders, he's behaving like a good guy. And incidentally, what about those emails? Isn't that kind of a problem? So I have a slightly contrarian view that it might end up having been a decent night for Sanders.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think he won the debate, and I got to tell you, that's an interesting take because the conventional wisdom is, he was defending Hillary and he was dismissing the whole email scandal. But another way to look at it, although he's not saying he did this, is exactly what you said, and to take it a step further, that he was saying, fix this because we don't want to hear about your damn emails anymore. In other words, it's your problem. You're doing this.
Yeah, and I just think if you think about she's popular with Democrats. She's 65% approval. So you don't want to be attacking her exactly. Right. So you sort of defend her, and Hillary's people who are saying they're sort of for Hillary like her, say, oh, that's nice that he defended her. But then they also are reminded, as you and I both said, of the existence of these emails and that it is a problem. And it's not like it's going away. She's going to testify next week before the Benghazi committee. The FBI isn't stopping its investigation. Even the media, I don't think it's going to simply let up because of that comment. So I thought that was pretty deft of Sanders.
All right, let's switch to something that's very disturbing. The attacks, the Palestinian terrorist attacks against Israeli citizens are disturbing in and of themselves. But listen to the State Department spokesman when questioned about who to blame. And who, it turns out the Secretary of State called both Netanyahu and Abbas. And listen to this.
I think what we're saying is that both sides need to, as their leaders, need to express the fact that both sides need to decrease the tensions that are leading to ongoing incidents of violence. But you're asking me to assign blame, and I don't think that's the case. I think it's a consistent message that both sides need to take actions to reduce tensions, to stop the cycle of violence that's currently taking place, and as I said, to uphold the status quo of Haram al-Sharif and the Temple
Mount. Go ahead, Bill.
It's unbelievable. What has Israel done? I mean, they haven't done anything. They're getting attacked by Palestinians who are being incited to do it by their own leadership, by Abbas, who announced at the UN 2-3 weeks ago that he was ripping up Oslo, and then they've been broadcasting all kinds of stuff, obviously, on Fatah television and radio, and Israelis are, I mean, you can like or dislike Israeli policy and so forth, but they haven't done anything to provoke this. So, I mean, it's really unbelievable that the U.S. State Department is being even-handed about this, and you could tell the spokesman is just babbling. He doesn't have any idea what to say.
Yeah, and again, not to assign blame when Jews are being stabbed and run over in the street, not to assign blame? How do you not blame the attackers?
Yeah, well, of course, in the statement they put out, Hillary's statement, which was interpreted as being a little tougher, she didn't use the word Palestinian. She never criticized Abbas or the PA or Fatah. I mean, it's really bad. What I do think it shows is a need for, obviously, Obama's running an anti-Israel administration at this point, basically, and Israel's going to have to the Friends of Israel are going to have to maneuver for the next year to just prevent too much damage from being done. Republicans really need to think hard, and conservatives, about what their policy is on this, though, because the old policies, it just seems like we've hit a kind of the end of that road.
I
and
agree.
I don't quite know what to do, but I mean, I think it just requires some fresh thinking on their part and probably on the Israeli government's part.
Good to talk to you, Bill. Thank you very much. We're coming back with Ari Fleischer.